Sniper for Life, aka One Time at Bandcamp, I believe, based off the at least picture. For the California 2, what do you think about the Intellivision Sprint? Actually, that's a good segue. Let me bring that up here. Let's talk about this real quick. So this is from Pirate Nation saying Atari brings back Intellivision with HDMI, wireless controllers, and 45 games. Now, to be honest, my initial reaction to this unveiling is it's not too little, but it might be too late because I feel like, at least for me, the time period for mini consoles and retro theme consoles was like right around the time with the NES and SNES mini and the Genesis and the PlayStation 1 mini and all those. Like, it had its time. And if this had come out around that time, I really think it would have sold a shitload. But now that it's coming out now, I don't know if there's really that much of a market for it outside of the Intellivision, like, dedicated hardcore fan base. That's not to knock it though. This is seemingly, if it plays well with no lag or anything like that, it seems to me at least like the perfect way to play Intellivision in the modern era. So I do think it's funny that Atari basically bought Intellivision though, and they went from battling each other to being on the same team. But here's why I don't really care personally about it. I have the Atari Mini. I've played it like maybe 20 times, 25, maybe 30 times. And I have not played it for probably 5 years, at least. And it was cool and it's fun. But like, this needed to come out then for it to maximize sales. Because this looks perfect, looks amazing. It really does. Netflix says a Vectrix Mini would be amazing if they actually use a vector monitor. I shared a photo of someone doing a vector monitor, a new version of it. Interesting. But it comes with overlays for every game and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, it's cool. And I'm sure there's an audience for it. But how big of an audience, I don't know. So my thoughts are, hey, I wish him well. I think it's going to be $150 from what I heard, if that's the case. I don't necessarily, not that I don't want it per se. Like if Intellivision, or sorry, not Intellivision, if Atari were to reach out and say, hey, we want to send you one of these, I'd be like, okay. But I'm not going to like see it on a store shelf and be like, oh, I need to buy that. You know what I mean? Like, I have too many of these consoles already, and I don't know what I would even do with it and when I would even play it, honestly. Like, outside of being forced to play it to review it type thing. And that doesn't necessarily sound fun to me. I don't think it's for me. I think if Tommy Tallarico and Intellivision did this originally instead of the Amico, back when these mini consoles were all the rage, then I might have been interested. Like former Smash JT, this would have been right up my alley. Now, nah, it's kind of the time has come and gone. So, I mean, but I'm not trying to say that it's not good or anything like that. I'm just saying for me, it's not necessarily fitting my life right now. That could change sometime in the future, but I'm sure there's people out there that saw this and are like freaking creaming their pants. I'm sure. I don't doubt that. But yeah, there is your $2 answer, by the way. Just to be fair, I was planning on covering this anyways tonight, and it was going to be a quick topic. So there you go. Yeah, I think if Intellivision did this when Tommy Tallarico was in charge of it, it would have propelled their sales to actually, instead of crowdfund the Amico, it would have been able to propel them to launch the Amigo just based off of the sales of this, if they had done that the right way initially. But history's always, I guess, hindsight's 2020. So